The pad
Yeah.
merchant had a wheel. What is this world coming to?
Oh, back in the day I had one. Well, I didn't play the game for a good few months, and I was like, yeah, bugger it.
That is the weirdest thing I've heard all day.
Yeah, I was like, just bugger it. Let me just try and get good on a controller, and then Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, and here we are. Track is fun, but track limits ruin it. Yeah.
I agree.
It's where I-bomb's coming up to now. This downhill right left is so annoying to get right.
This wasn't the one where I got the most.
It's there in the chicane, which is annoying.
Oh, I-bomb and I have the same number. I just realised that.
Oh, brilliant. I'm happy no one has my race. What's he got? I can't see.
This one here. This one is the most full.
Yeah, that's a tricky
On
one.
the left.
Yeah. That's where I got my penalty as well.
Mm. That's because...
What's your number?
My number is 37.
My racing number is 54.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 37.
Yeah. Is there a story behind that? Might as well, since it's been the one.
Not really. It's just the number I found. It's just like, eh.
It's kind of a
I kept switching. I kept
really
switching numbers until last game. I'm just
right.
like, so last game I started with 73, and then ended up with 37.
Sox robbed Felipe Massa of his number. Fair enough. So I've always had
18?
It was because it's not an interesting story, but it's a story, so I'll quickly explain it. When I got an Xbox One ages ago, my dad went to set up the account, but he put in a wrong email address. So I got a new Xbox account, and on the end of it was Biggest Lizard 54. And since then it just stuck. So when I got the F1 game, it was like, oh, pick a number. I just picked 54. And then there we go.
Fair enough.
So it's not an interesting story, but it's a little quick story behind it.
Fine.
It has happened. It's the first one I caught, let's say.
Well, we can check.
Let me get my tyres up. There we go.
How many people have invalidated it so far?
I don't
Just Adam.
Oh, Chelsea's invalidated as well while I was looking at that. Let's go on board with Pills. Now let's put some background into this gentleman here. He's the reason that this league exists, as AlphaMaty joined. So you probably would have heard back in the day this league was APS. And I think in this lobby 3 people, maybe less, I don't know, were about when APS was a thing, including this man who run it. And long story short, they decided not to continue that. This league was formed in the ashes of that, and here we are. So a quick little story. I wasn't there for APS.
Are you including yourself in that number?
No, I wasn't there for APS.
Oh, but you're not?
No. I think from replays that I've been sent, it was Padge was there, Chelsea was there, and there might be another one. I'm not sure if Steely was there or not. He could be. I could be chatting out my rear end in that one. I have no idea. But I know those 2 were there for sure. You know, Pills' first lap in this league. He's on the hard, so it's not going to be blistering. But he goes ahead of Novtek, who's also on the hard, so that gives the gunner a rough idea. There's Adam on his second run goes fastest. And Padge is coming up to the line now. He goes P10. Slowest so far, but I don't think he... Oh, he's...
That was very close contact. Jesus Christ. I've been riding on board with Red Dragon for his lap. I think he was trying to get a tow from Novatech, and he almost collected him down the back straight.
Oh dear.
So
just to explain why Padge's lap time's so slow, he's doing race runs. Just went on board. He's got 34 laps of fuel on board.
Aye.
So there you go. Red Dragon through the final chicane. Now, what are we going to get anyone hitting the Wall of Champions? No one's crashed out.
Probably yes,
but people have brushed it.
People haven't done a... Who was it? Ronha and...
Oh god, what league is this? Is this PSGL or WR? I don't know. I don't keep up with
I don't know. It was drive through.
no one's setting laps at the moment. Is Chelsea on a quick one? No, Chelsea's on in lap. Rasmus. Has he got... Oh no. Let's go on board for this sector. Doesn't touch the grass on the entry, just brushes through. The amount of times I've touched that grass in practice or in qualifying is really annoying.
Which one?
The grass on the left just before the downhill right in sector 1.
Oh, the one where you get the most stupid corner cut battles.
Although they're not worthy of hitting that wall. Where is their 81 title exactly? See, we've got something they don't, Chuck. Anyway, well
I put much
I'm
the
not
line.
getting one this season, so I'm fine.
Ivan just crossed the line. Didn't change his position, but he improved by basically half-tenth.
Top medium runner so far, says Chelsea. Indeed you are, and what I'm going to do actually is Padge sent me a lovely screenshot as he's getting into doing it at the moment of the championship standings. Now the leader of the championship, Johnny B, is not racing today. He will remain in the championship lead, but his gap could be reduced dramatically. So second in the championship, 30 points back, is high on Spice. Now we'll ignore the fact he's retired. It doesn't matter where he qualifies, he just gets good races. Red Dragon is on 86 points in P3 and iBomb is on 78. So, and Samantha's on 74 and AlphaMaty's on 73. So there's a group of cars that are quite close together, and there could be some changing in position, but Johnny B will stay P1 after this race. Oh, that's inappropriate.
Meanwhile, we've had Padge retire as well.
Yeah, Padge is retired as well, I was just spotted. He's done his race run with Spice. I think those two... Spice has always done it. I think Padge is going to get into the rhythm of doing that as well. And I'm not going to be able to find this by searching through here. Where's screen recordings? Good at it. Oh damn. AlphaMaty there finally gets a lap on the board, goes P5.
Other reasons.
For other reasons. This is very odd. Yeah, it's one of those random Google searches where you go, what the hell? Anyway, we spent most of the time in Q1 just waffling. That's fine.
This will be a fun one for Padge to edit.
Nah, it'll be fine. these are why 82 is popular with streaming, because me and Snacks go on these tangents where we just waffle.
I should do that more often in AA. Provided, actually no, I don't plan on racing anymore in AA this season.
Of not a smart thing. So Snacks is probably more intelligent than I am. I bring the mentality down. That's why.
What is your mental age?
Oh, about 7. Anyway, J Clates improves to P14, so that puts Novatech into the bottom 3 and puts Pilsk, there we go, into danger zone.
Well, you're waffling, I'm eating.
Yeah, yeah. He's having dinner. I'm just talking
circular nachos.
Josh, let me send you the I'll send you the screen recording on Discord. Yeah. How do I do this? I don't open browser. Get off your phone. Chelsea
Chelsea.
is retired in P10. Let's look at Pills.
Chelsea, what you want about in chat?
Well, Chelsea's going to be safe in P10, so that's fine. Sox is in P13. He should be safe. It depends on what Pilsk is going to do now. Through the final chicane. Keeps it clean. Keeps it in inbounds. Up to the line. Goes P14. Just ahead of Jay Clates. Jay Clates is in the pit, so that's him done. Novatek's on the mediums though, so he's going to have to find a fair bit of pace. He's going to want to go through.
To be fair, as AlphaMaty has shown, mediums do have quite some pace.
They are quite quick. We can do it. It's just about hooking up the lap.
Hmm. Jacobs has retired in P15. That's a dangerous game he's playing.
He was already in the pit, so it's just down. Pay trip to the Wall of Champions then.
It's only
Oh
Novatek.
dear. He didn't
he's
pay
fine.
trip to the Wall of Champions, but Novatek has stacked it.
Oh. Front wingless.
Yeah. It is not ideal. He just dropped it on the grass on the exit there.
In a two-player career with one of my teammates, and we were doing 110 AI. He's much faster than me, bearing in mind. 110 AI Bahrain, and I was able to keep. We're both in a Williams. I was able to keep up in the fight for the podium, and he just couldn't. He was like back in the top 10.
It do be like that sort of stuff. The AI is just not great on this game.
No, this man is much faster than me.
Yeah. I'm gonna sneeze. Hang on a minute. We're good.
Bless you.
Again.
To the gun.
Excuse me. Sorry, Padge.
Bless you.
Anyway. I couldn't mute in time. I was too focused. Yeah, Novatek, Padge, and Spice. Those bottom two did race run. Novatek crashed out.
And recharge. But
that's what me and
apparently
John
he had to.
Who's first?
Apparently he had to burn.
Samantha. Oh, come here, numbers. I haven't got my numbers up. Oh, sorts of ill professional. There we go. I'm just a Canadian goat. You are basically you're an honorary Canadian now. You're the best Canadian Formula 1 driver. There you go. Or current, anyway. Yeah, me and John.
So he's an honorary Canadian, but he's never won on track.
He has, just not for a long time.
At this circuit.
Right, I'm running the numbers. Yes, that is my thing. I run numbers. I just don't do them very well.
You fit the stereotype more than I do.
There you go.
You fit the stereotype more than I do.
Oh, yeah.
Samantha blocks her rears going into the game. Okay? Hello? Hairpin.
An ideal run through the hairpin. Coming up now, there's a Red Bull very close behind. Not going to get a slipstream. I'm surprised you start a lap back close on this track because the smoke in the hairpin is a nightmare. Anyway, first lap for Q2. Samantha sets us off. Immediately beaten by Adam.
Followed by Red Dragon.
Next on the road, and Alpine
Eyebomb
goes quickest.
I can't
followed
see.
By JJ. Goes P3.
And the two McLarens are Pilsky and Matty.
Matty's invalidate. What's Pilsky going to do?
12-4.
Lowest so far, but he is on the mediums. You're in the pits, so I don't want to look at you. You've invalidated. Let's look at Red Dragon.
Where does he go? 8, 9, 10. Fastest by about 800.
About a 10th. I don't need my scientific equipment to run these numbers. I'm just streaming. That was the thing for the AT1 practice. Me and John were just in a party. And I was AlphaMaty's on his second run. It's valid so far. Let's see what we can do through the chicane. Is it safe? the line he goes. P3. That should see him through. Steely's plonked himself P5. Chelsea P6 by 1 millisecond ahead of Corgi. And Jay Clates, I believe, is on a lap. Yes, he is. Hello, Johnny. Why aren't you racing, you silly goose?
He said he doesn't like Canada.
That's fair. And he's in the luxury position where it's like, you know what, I've done up the track, I'm not going to bother.
That's something that Exotic could do, to be fair. Wouldn't mind it.
But he could, but, you know.
So...
you Delulu again. Oh dear.
I went earlier, I went through all the races and thought and was going through theoretically where I would have been without any incidents or anything.
Oh, they're fun to do. Yeah, go on.
I have lost 63 points.
God. Yeah, I'd be lying if I said I hadn't done that. I've got over things. How many... We did it after Thursday, so how many race wins or better results have we fumbled? And mine was ridiculously high. It was like 15 or something? I don't know.
Let's see. First race. Got shafted on the first lap.
Okay.
Got shafted in the anus.
Okay. Going on here. I think John John's responded to you bottling like 60 odd points. And Sungo's just gone, we don't care.
Wow. What a shame.
Don't worry.
And there goes my control.
It's alright, Sungo's only playing.
Oh well.
He's just jealous
big blunders.
Win yet.
Big blunders have been Portugal and Spa, basically.
For God's sake. Imaginary Silverstone victory. Imagine. Oh, I remember that one. Yeah. Got royally shafted. Socks into P3. Good lap. And sprint wins don't count. We know sprint wins. You're supposed to, you want them to count. They don't count. He's on a slow one. That's fine. Samantha is also on a slow one. I thought winning is winning Deflated. Alright, Vin Diesel. Bloody hell.
If winning a sprint counted, then that would technically mean that Oscar Piastri got his first win before Lando Norris.
Yeah, and it doesn't count.
Exactly.
Let's not forget who got the most sprint points last season. Oh, yeah. They didn't help you much, did they? Whee! I can't tell who's on a lap. Everyone's using battery, but no one... Why is Adam not using the RSE plum? He's into the pits. Ah, finally! Someone's on a lap. Corgi now. We'll see if he can... Any improvement will put him up a couple spots. And he does. He finds the improvement and does go up a couple spots.
I need to DM you something.
Watch this. Turn 4. Yeah, see, I remember. Okay, Taz has backed off. You are on a slow lap. Into the pits? Into the pits. Why am I finding everyone who's going into the pits, for God's sake? Samantha, slight improvement in the first sector. But it was really sector 2 where Samantha lost all her time. And the beginning of sector 3. Keeps it through here. Very loose back end, but that part of the track, the back of the car is so loose, it's all over the track.
This needs to not be on the stream, otherwise I will get murdered.
No, that's not true.
Like I said, I'll get murdered if this is on stream.
No, 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 no.
I need to get back to my food.
It's just usually I'm good at spotting people on that with like sector times and stuff or battery usage. The Samantha improves time but doesn't improve position. Which is kind of an interesting one. We've got used to Samantha being towards the front, but I think she's had a rough couple qualifyings of late. I'm already quicker than Deflect. No, so we've been over this. In the road cars, you're quicker than me by like half a second. But in the GT cars, I was able to put a second on you. But yes, you are quicker in the road cars. I'm gonna put that one out there.
I mean, we're not going to talk about when I joined you three in Forza, because that was funny.
Oh, that was fun. Monaco F122. Yes, he did do that. No, that's F122, and I was rubbish on my game. As Pils up into the top 10. And those Steely, Chelsea, and Pils are all very close. Jesus. Should see me trying to play Forza Motorsport is trenches. Well, do you play it on a wheel? Because if you do, there's your problem. Chelsea's found improvements. Salty is down.
Chelsea's up.
The GT merchant. I won't have that.
Chelsea's 2 cents up.
Should be. Can't afford to throw this away in the final chicane, so needs to play it safe. Well, I'm not going back to pad now. On Forza you can. Anyway, Chelsea through the final chicane. It was within track limits, but did she lose too much time? No, actually gained time. Up to P6.
Decent, not too bad.
Steely has found half a second as well, so he's flying at the moment.
Up in P3 at the moment. Yeah. Where he go, there he is.
Oh, he's invalidated, but he's actually... It would have been a good lap, but it wouldn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's still through regardless. Unfortunately, Pilska's missed out by 0.003 of a second. Which is an unfortunate conundrum he's found himself in, but you can race from there. You know, Red Dragon, haven't mentioned him recently. Or really today. I'm not going to call him a quali merchant, because he has got a win or two. Actually got a couple of wins, yeah.
Sounds familiar.
But he has got form at the moment in the 1 lap pace. So, yes, yeah, it's not a lot Pilsk, is it? It is very... You and Chelsea were in that gap as well. With Steely, it was very close. But Chelsea managed to find solid lap to go P7. I'd rather start last for the 11th. This is true. Red Dragon Willow. I mean... Oh, are you going to take that? He's calling you a quali merchant. That's what he's doing.
Well, I know I'm a quali merchant. I have more poles than I do...
This is true.
I have the same... Oh, so the only thing you get a feel for is the difference between the handling model.
Yeah, it's like... I think what it is like time trial.
I
think. I could be wrong. I've never done it.
The thing is, with the people that... well, for me, that wouldn't be useful if it's just time trial.
Well, we're not going to be... There's not going to be like Grand Prix, but I think it's literally just time trial. I think there's an option for when you load up F123 to sign up for the F124 beta.
There is.
It's called.
No, for the
yeah, there is, yeah.
beta test, there is.
I just spotted it, but I didn't do anything with it.
Alexa, what the hell are you talking about?
Oh, was Alexa's piping up. Ask your Alexa who's going to get pole.
Who's going to get pole of the 2024 Canadian Grand Prix?
Says Verstappen.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Alexa knows what it's talking about.
Some God might not even get 24. Now that's poor from you. Ooh, bit of a slide from the McLaren there.
Wolfie, that would play on my sister's headphones because it's connected to her Spotify and not mine.
Josh says some get different parts of the game. Some get TT, some get Grand Prix, some get career mode, but could be wrong. Fair enough.
That would be cool if it was the case, because I would gladly do career mode.
All your friends get it. So, oh, what did you get? Oh, I got career mode. Oh, I got time trial.
Honestly, I'd rather
AlphaMaty
Grand Prix than
first
that.
lap on the board. 10-9.
Out of those three, I would take Grand Prix because then I can actually practice. Like I can practice
to your
somewhat.
sister. Do you mean system? I don't think you meant to put a sister. That'd be kind of weird.
I have been tempted to rickroll her before.
Right, Red Dragon then. I would say favourite for polls. Let's see what he can do through the final chicane. Very committed.
Take a slight toe as well.
10-2. Good lap.
Pretty good. That's what, midfield 81?
I think so. But we were saying to I was saying to John or whoever it was. I presume it was John because I was in a party with him for both races this week. The gaps that you get around this track are usually larger because you have to be so committed around this track. And it's so easy to clip the grass. Old set for I-bomb. Now that's interesting.
The thing is, you say that, but then you also had me, John, and Exotic covered by 7 milliseconds in practice.
Well, the way it usually is, the faster people are, the harder it is to find time. That's the old saying. That's the way it goes. So the top people in the league, we're all roughly similar pace. So there's kind of a ceiling that we have.
The thing is, now I've been put into main team because I was academy before in my team.
Oh, here we go.
I've got into main team now, and I'll be getting my Fantex sometime this week.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, be careful.
Oh, excuse me. What are you on at the moment?
Huh?
What are you on at the moment? Are you on a Thrustmaster?
Logitech Gene 290.
Oh, he's on a bloody Logitech. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. So I think the gap could actually be quite big.
There's more potential to lose time on this track. Yeah. Yeah, it's very easy to lose time around this. Like, you can get a snap somewhere and you'll just lose heaps of time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
2 tenths in the chicane alone if you don't commit. Yeah. But if you turn in slightly too early, and then you're screwed. And you've just cut the track.
This is true.
Football is even more toxic than F1 esports. Is it? I don't pay attention. Oh dear, socks.
What's he done?
Slow. Oh no! What the hell?
Why he know?
Great game. On my screen, he had the very slow spin coming out of on the exit of turn 2. But he didn't do that. He didn't hit the wall, and he's still on his lap. Oh, apparently football. That's it. I know nothing about football. So come back. Oh, what have I done? There we go. Oh, buttons. There we go.
What are you doing?
I dropped my controller and I pressed a button. I didn't know what button I pressed. I figured it out now.
You know, I know somebody who does Siege every now and again, and yeah, not good. Especially considering they're trans.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it doesn't go well.
We're in the final 5 minutes of Q3. We've actually not spent a lot of time talking about qualifying. Spent a little bit, but not much.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think Adam's 2 tenths up in sector 1. See what he can do through the rest of the lap into the hairpin. Doesn't quite hook up the apex, but you don't really need to. You can still make it work if you take a wider line. It's not one of those essential apexes where if you miss it, you're buggered. Coming down
The
the
dragon
back
has done an
straight.
outlap and then an inlap.
Oh. Through the
Interesting.
front chicane for Adam. He should plonk himself in front of AlphaMaty here. He does. Goes on to the
10.4.
front row as well.
2
Good
tenths
lap
off Red
from Adam.
Dragon. Next car lap is I-Bomb.
Yes. Coming up to the end of Sector 2 now.
10.5
and a
up,
half.
exactly. That's actually rather satisfying.
It's going to be quite tight between him and Adam. I don't think he's not got a lot of battery. Is he going to run out? He might run out. Yeah, he will. So he has to be very committed through the chicane.
I don't think I've ever seen somebody go below 10% here on a qualifying
He
lap.
started turn his battery on too early, or he aborted his first lap.
That's a brilliant chicane, though.
To go P2. Power Wash Simulator Esports is going. Is that a thing? Don't tell me.
What simulator?
Power Wash Simulator.
Oh.
Did you know there's a farming
I see.
simulator esports? I will just leave that one there.
Who's the next car lap?
Yeah,
I think it's Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea. I'm on with Chelsea now.
She hits the
into
wall.
The wall.
Interesting.
And has backed out.
Backed off.
That's the thing.
Recharge
That's the thing with this
the
track,
battery. Make sure the tyres.
You have enough fuel to do multiple laps, so.
If you take care on your out lap.
Yeah.
Because I don't, and I end up with 1.7 by the line.
AlphaMaty now. He's kept him more planted through that section than on his first run. He's half a second
5
up.
tenths up.
5.55. That's nice as well.
That would currently put him E3.
Yeah, he needs to find a fair bit of time. He's going to get
Slight toe.
Little slipstream. I don't think it would do much. Oh, a bit hesitant on the entrance to the final chicane.
Good exit though. Wow.
He goes fastest.
By only half a tenth. Where is Red Dragon? In the middle of the back straight.
Yeah, he's not started his lap yet, so let's see. Who's next on a lap? Oh, Nifty is backwards. So that's him done. He's actually not set a time. So he's going to be P10.
Corgi's next to the line.
Corgi's next to the line. Okay. As Adam goes to start his lap, he just makes it. Corgi improves.
10.7. Adam's invalid.
That's
Adam done as well.
Turn 1.
Chelsea's 3 tenths down. 10th up.
So not hooked a lap up for Chelsea. Sox
This
is
still
coming
put
up to
them
the line
P6.
now. See where he can plonk himself up to P6. Not quite into the tens. Held Chelsea at the moment. See what Chelsea can do through the
Chelsea
final
will be
chicane.
committed through the chicane. Yeah, hesitant on the power there. Keeps it nice and tight to the right hand side. 11-2, lost time in the chicane.
Lost time. And Red Dragon has invalidated. He said in the chat he threw it. It's becoming a theme now. He's dominant in the first few sessions. When the pressure builds up in Q3, he just has the slightest mistake in him that costs him. And that is everything done. So AlphaMaty then is on pole. And that's the first time that's happened for quite a while. I can't remember the last time AlphaMaty got pole.
Was he not on pole this time last season?
I've
Or I'm being stupid.
last season. Oh, don't ask me to do that. I can't remember the beginning of this season. Bloody hell. I'm from. Honestly, that's what happened when I went P5 on Thursday. I was like, where was that? Where did that come from? Don't touch the wall then. Yeah, the wall isn't friendly. Yeah, AlphaMaty then. On pole, Red Dragon joins him on the front row. I-Bomb consistently up there. He's in P3, Adam P4, Steely in the top 5. He says, how did he do that? We don't need to know. But the fact
I
he did
found it.
He's found it. Salty goes
Last
P6,
season,
Corgi P7, Sox P8, Chelsea P9, Nifty. Didn't set a lap in the end. See what you can do. I need to do bloody...
last season, it was Adam on pole, ADV, followed by AlphaMaty, followed by Red Dragon.
Yeah, okay. Oh! Right then. Someone's pressed it early. But we are off to the races. We like that. AlphaMaty's off first. He's going to have a free run. Eyeball's going to shoot into second. Red Dragon should be able to join by the end of Sector 1, I presume. If he's joined the lobby, which I missed.
I don't think he has.
Oh,
there he is.
Okay, so we'll be in here by the end of lap 1. Let's get the tyres up. No, not
You'll have lost a lot of crucial position though.
But what happens in 82? Really, it doesn't matter where you start in 82. And here's the thing. Lots of people... Let's get rid of that. Lots of people on the hard tyres. Now, what we figured out around this track is a 2-stop is viable. But with everyone on hards, I don't think many people are going to do that. Adam and Steely having a ding-dong at the hairpin. As you were. Is Red Dragon back in? Red Dragon's back in.
Yes, he is back in the lobby.
4 positions, which it could have gone a lot worse.
This is true.
Do they know? Clearly not. I think a couple of people might.
Being in a train is quite tough to get through around here.
Yes, it was early stages of the race in both weeks. Both races this week. It was very much as you are. It's very difficult to overtake in a DRS train. And the DRS is powerful here.
Which you found out all too well on Thursday.
Yes, well, I was able to make progress, but I had wing damage, which wasn't ideal. Red Dragon's going to try and make up for lost time here. He's on the back of...
Whoa! That's a late move.
He got very close to the back of the Aston there. But yeah, I don't think many people know about the 2-stop. Maybe the people who did research and watched the race on No Assist. Actually, No Assist was wet, so that's not valid. Maybe the people who watched 81.
On the inside of the hairpin goes Red Dragon.
Very controlled that. Oh, this Angry Corgi's made a mess of the hairpin. Very wide. Lost the position to Sox. These two are not side by side. So Red Dragon's got the move done. But he's not within DRS of the top 4.
The 2 in front are on mediums, to be fair. So it'll be a tough ask to catch them up. As Jake Clates becomes the first person to get a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, we're going to have to keep an eye on that. Pilsk is in. I think that means... Nope, he's not got damage. Is he trying something quirky?
He might have just got the hards out of the way, to be fair. As Taz also gets 3 seconds.
Maybe he's
How many penalties we can see in this race?
Oh, many. I think on No Assist, only one driver didn't get a penalty. And he got a podium because of it. So, I would not be surprised if everyone gets a track limits penalty. Yeah, that's a good theory. Oh, AlphaMaty makes a bit of a mess of a hairpin. He's going to be under pressure from the Alpine. This is the highest an Alpine will ride all year. I-Bomb takes the lead. Oh, that's true. Yeah, maybe he wanted to get a wing change, but it didn't. Because the game is amazing and you have to say yes instead of
Salty's another one to get 3 seconds. Pushing to try and keep the DRS as Nifty.
Oh, there's a yellow. And there's a collision in the wall. Safety car.
Nifty and Novatech.
Okay, so what I'm going to suggest by the way Novatech was parked... I think Nifty went to have a move on the inside of Novatech, but it wasn't quite there, or Novatech chopped across. Either way, Novatech is missing a front wing. It's a good thing he started on softs, because you can bin those off now. Novatech is a champion. I don't know why that thing in the Discord when he was given Season 5 81 champion. I was quite offended, I'll be honest.
You're like, that's my title and my title only. People also need to watch for drive-throughs here.
Yes,
this is what
a few
happened
people have been
to...
caught out by that this week.
Yeah, it was Joseph
and John on Tuesday, and Thursday
and somebody else. There were
Dom.
3 people on Tuesday. Dom got caught out on Thursday, yeah.
No one's going to pick... I say that, AlphaMaty's going to ditch the hearts. Interesting.
AlphaMaty and Red Dragon. New tyres are quite beneficial, to be fair, and JJ comes in.
Onto the medium. So are they going to switch now to do the medium soft strap?
A medium does work from here. The mediums go at least 15 laps.
Yeah, they could
if
do
not longer.
medium from this point. Because the soft stint at the end is quite short, and with these safety cars, a medium
there will
is possible.
definitely be another one.
Yeah. Pilska's gone back onto the hard tyres. This is a very interesting strategy from Pilska. Is he going to try and do the... That's not going to work, Pilska, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be medium from this point on. So they've made a good strategy call, but the thing is now, they're in P12, P13, 14. They're nowhere near the points. How many penalties will we see? Yes. There's your answer to that. Let's go to that, go to that. Go to that, don't need these on my phone. Right then. So because the safety cars happened so early, there's not much difference in strategy. Well, there's the penalty situation. 3 people have got 3 seconds. What we can do is have a quick look for track limits penalties. So we've got one there for... I would imagine any on lap 1 will be... Let's have a look at incidents. Oh heavens. There we are. There's that. Go back on with the front. And I believe, yes, the whole field is back together. This will be the end of the safety car. There we go. It's going to be Ibon backing up the pack. He's going to decide when to go. He's obviously going to have to let the safety car go quite away. Let's ride on board with the Red Bull. Let's ride on board with Adam. See when Ibon boots it. Safety car's in the pits and he's gone straight away. And he's the top 2. We've got the rest of the field napping there. They really
already got a 1 second gap to Steely.
They really did. That was a good restart from those 2. We got Mayhem in the... No Mayhem. I saw a yellow in sector 3 and I panicked, but we're all safe. Now we've got mediums versus hards, and I will say the hards around this track, not ideal. They're not great. Yellow in sector 1. That is Novatech again. He's not having a good day. Anyway, back up to the front. Seely's got back within the DRS. Not that it's going to matter for the first few laps.
Matty's got past Padge. That's the first one dispatched for him.
Good spot. He's still going to have a lot of moves to make. Red Dragon makes his way past Padge as well. And the Padge then go, oh, Red Dragon having a look on AlphaMaty there as well.
They were side by side for a bit there.
Yeah, he couldn't quite get the exit.
Matty might try it.
AlphaMaty
No, smart enough to stay behind.
Yeah. No one's really close enough to make any moves at the moment, so let's stay with this. AlphaMaty, have a look into turn 1. No, he's not quite there. He had a look, decided to better against it. He's going to get the switch back on the Williams.
Go on the exit though.
Yeah, but he's got the move done, just about. Yep.
No take of tyres in the pit lane.
Yeah. His race was not going well at all.
And for the sake of Williams, Chelsea might want to let Red Dragon go here.
I was going to say, these two do a little bit of teamwork, but at the moment, it's not happening. But I would imagine... Oh, where's... Oh, there we go.
On exit though. And they've lost a lot of time. Somebody's gone... Corgi's gone round at the hairpin. Miles off the track.
Yeah, you don't want to go there.
That is not ideal.
The closest gap at the moment is this one. Chelsea gets a time penalty. We've got Red Dragon having a move on Corgi. Side by side, so this should be signed, sealed and delivered. Not quite. There was contact in the middle of the apex there. They're still facing the right way.
As Corgi's dropped it.
Corgi drops it on the exit.
I don't think there was contact on the exit. I think it was just very, very close.
He was on a very tight line there.
Yeah.
And this track has very little grip. On the surface, there's no grip.
Yeah, especially with turn 2. Turn 2 is one of those really hard ones to get
he's on a tight line
traction on.
With quite old tyres, 8 lap old mediums, they're not fresh. And trying to get on the power, he just dropped it. And here's the thing, iBomb has actually gapped Adam out of DRS. And now Adam's under pressure from
Red Dragon on the outside of the hairpin gets past Chocolate, snapping to P9. Seely's got past Adam.
I think these top two could work together. They've got back within DRS of iBomb. Steely's going to get a double dose. So he's back within DRS, and these two have just kind of worked together quite well there. These top three are leaving the rest kind of for dead. Sox hasn't had a good restart. It's good running for Aston Martin at the moment. 4th and 5th. Samantha.
Bear in mind that Salty does have the penalty as well.
Oh, good move. Good move for Samantha. On the inside of the...
As AlphaMaty gets past Taz as well. AlphaMaty is flashing, I think I caught that.
I think a few people in that cluster were flashing.
Nasri gets past Chelsea as well. Red Dragon's going to try again on the outside of the hairpin.
He might have had it. He's got it now.
That's a good move.
Taz was quite deep there on the engines. He couldn't quite get the car stopped and go or get the car rotated. Steely's
Red Dragon will need to save battery from here though. He's flashing.
Samantha's flashing as well. It's going to be all too easy for the McLaren. Samantha's gone defensive, so he's going to have to go round the outside. But he's going to have the inside for turn 2, and there we go. He's up to P6 now. The Dragon's desperately trying to follow him through.
Stayed on the back of him quite well though.
Harder than what AlphaMaty does at the moment. AlphaMaty gets the move done, and then Red Dragon has to deal with the car that AlphaMaty's just overtaken.
There was a little bit of contact through the apex there. Corgi gets 3 seconds as well.
What I've just seen there, Samantha's running lower wings than Red Dragon. So Samantha, although Red Dragon should be able to get this done quite easily. It will not be the easiest overtake because of the wings. However, rubbing a little bit.
Switch back. And Red Dragon's going to have to They both got DRS.
There we go. Samantha's got the lower wings, and Red Dragon can't do anything.
When you're out in front on the high wings, it is so much easier.
Yeah, this is a problem.
I would know.
Snared in traffic, you can't do anything.
Might chance it on the inside. No. Can't quite get there. You can see how much he gains in the corners, but it's just can't get there on the strip.
What you have to do is keep with AlphaMaty for as long as you can. And to be honest, around this track, the DRS detection points are very frequent. So it's actually not the hardest task. I think Samantha should... virtual safety car. Who's dropped it? Someone's dropped it.
What is that for?
I'm just flicking through here. Who's missing front wing? Oh, there is a Taz. So Taz has dropped it somewhere in between sector 1 and 2.
Interesting. People now also need to be careful of getting a drive through here as well. But depending on how long the VSC stays out for, this could actually benefit the top 3 because they could come in.
I think they will, you know. No, they don't. Steely and
Steely
Adam, however,
has.
They both come in. Sox comes in. Yes, he is. What does Salty do? Salty stays out.
Salty
so
stays
the hard
out.
runners have stayed out. The medium runners are coming. That's logical.
Matty, Dragon, and Samantha Spice.
He's on to another set of mediums, so he's wary of...
DRS enabled again, nobody with a drive-through.
It's not the most ideal pit exit for them.
However, also, IBOM has now got a 6.3 second gap.
So Steely's aware of the two-stop being viable. Adam, it seems, is not. He's gone on to the hards.
Red Dragon with a switchback move will get past Samantha relatively easily.
Yeah, and Samantha with the lower wing should be able to stick with that Williams for a fair distance, I'd say. AlphaMaty's got up to P2 now. So the closest challenger for... Or even lead. He was the leader to start with. He made the early call. After IBOM overtook him.
IBOM... The ideal strategy for IBOM would be to come in probably around lap 20.
Yeah.
So for the top... for the top 2 to be anywhere close to each other, AlphaMaty would need to be at least a second, not even, like 8 to 9 tenths quicker a lap.
Yeah.
As Red Dragon gets better grip through the middle of turn 2, gets better traction, Salty hangs it on the outside.
Oh dear! That could be a
There was a
car.
tap
Salty's
there.
in the wall. Oh, careful,
He's
Salty.
round.
Quickly do a flick it round, Salty. Don't risk getting disqualified.
That looked very racing incident, I'm not gonna lie, because Salty...
It was very light contact, and I think...
Yes,
It's hard
and...
to tell. There was nothing malicious in what Red Dragon did there.
Definitely not.
They were leaving plenty of space, and I think they just got caught out being too safe with each other.
Yeah. At the same time, Red Dragon does need to turn in at some point. Like, he can't just keep going towards the wall.
Exactly.
So... I think it was probably just a mixture of understeer and nowhere else to go.
And it's unfortunate for Salty. He was having a good race up to that point, running in P5. He's now P13 with potential wing damage.
Highly probable wing damage, I think.
Highly likely wing damage.
No, he looks to have got away with it, actually.
Oh. Fair enough. And IBOM has managed to keep the gap between him and AlphaMaty about the same, actually.
I think that the mediums will have been going off now. That's the thing.
Adam makes his way past JJ. Where?
Because they are now. The mediums would about be. So, on the tyre graphic it says that they're 10 laps old, but remember they had 2 or 3 laps under safety car.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'd estimate that they're probably around 8 laps old instead.
Steely's managed to get past JJ, but something I've missed, Adam's got past Steely. I don't know where that happened. Maybe in a DRS zone.
Got past J-Clates as well, now that you talk about it, and
Yeah,
that is Spice and Samantha going side by side through the hairpin. Spice gets the switch back. They'll be
Who's
side by
gonna
side
get
all the way down
DRS
the
in
main
this?
straight. I think they both do because they're close.
Now,
Oh
Spice is
no!
going to get it, so he's up into P4 now. Man, he's second in the championship after not qualifying for the majority of these races. He's up into P4. He has got that penalty hanging over his head of... Wrong way. 3 seconds.
As Steely comes in again. Does Steely have wing damage, do you think?
He might have got wing damage. Oh, Adam makes his way past his teammate.
Yes, he does!
Oh,
Steely with wing damage, that's basically ruined his race.
that's ruined his race, yeah.
He's gone on to hards.
He probably doesn't have any mediums left. He would have used them in his first stint, and then he pitted onto a double set of mediums, so he doesn't have any left. So all
That's
he can
really
do is go onto
unfortunate.
the hard. So he's going to hope for a potential late safety car. Chelsea.
The Monaco Grand Prix winner.
No, he didn't. He won Japan.
Oh yeah. You want one of them. My brain don't work.
Spice has caught up to the back of Red Dragon's DRS window. Is he going to get it? He's not actually. So he closed up in the braking zone. But he wasn't close enough in the detection point. That's a different one. No real battles at the moment. The closest one on track is the one for P8 downwards. So let's ride with this train.
The thing is, if anybody goes for them, if anybody goes for a move, it'll break up the train.
Yeah, oh, Socks with time penalty now, but he's at the back of this train with the freshest tyre, so he needs to make these moves. When you've got this much of a pace advantage, you can't afford to be stuck in a train. When you're there, you need to make the moves as quick as you can, without being reckless.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Fresh tyres on this track as well, they're brilliant in comparison to older tyres, so that's why the overcut is actually quite powerful here instead of the undercut.
Yeah, he's got a good run. He should send this if he has any hope. Padge, you can.
There is a yellow flag, I think that's Corgi.
safe.
Corgi has dropped it and caused a safety car.
Oh, but he's.
I wouldn't think that's on purpose, obviously. I don't think anybody would. Yeah, no.
I-bomb pits. That's worked out very well for I-bomb. I imagine everyone's going to pit, apart from Adam. There we go. Adam stays out. Socks should stay out. No, he does stay out. Padge comes in. Pilsk will come in. These runners at the back, minus Corgi obviously, because he's missing a front wing, should stay out.
Taz gets a drive-through speeding.
Ah, that's the first one today who's been called out by that.
That is an interesting. As AlphaMaty goes on to softs.
Strange.
That's a brave one. It's a brave one if
a
you want to
very
be softs to the end here.
Red Dragon has stayed out on those mediums. Are you broken? He has malfunctioned. He's made an error there.
That is rather interesting.
Yeah, he's going to be a sitting duck on the restart to everyone.
Unless he comes in this lap. Similar to what he did at Monaco. He'll be well down the order if he does, though. So it practically ruins his race.
He's trying to keep track position because he's got higher wings, which makes it harder to overtake. But his tyres are so much worse than everyone else. He's screwed regardless.
Tyres at this point on higher wings would probably be like 40 to 45%.
That's right. You do 12
Because
laps
15
on
you get to 50.
12 to 14 for the 2-stop. You pit on lap 12 and you pit lap 24 to 20, whatever the hell. And then you do the rest of the race on softs.
I think he might come in here though.
So he should. No, he stayed out. Okay. Oh no, yes,
No,
he has.
he's come in. That's practically ruined his race.
He's gonna hope with a lap fresher tyres to come through, I would imagine. He has got a set of mediums to use, which is the perfect tyre. As also comes in. Is he gonna just pit in, my friend? Is your wing damage that they didn't fix? No, he's pitting onto an old set of mediums. That is okay. Interesting. So then we got Adam leading, followed by iBomb, who stayed out the whole time and then pitted under this safety car. Socks up into P3. AlphaMaty, he pitted early on the first safety car, and then he's pitted onto a set of softs now, which is interesting. So he's going to have to pit again. Because not a chance he's... Yeah. Oh, he tried to serve a drive-through. That was it. We've all been there. We've all been there.
Well,
no, we've all been there.
I've had drive-thrus.
We've all been there, don't worry. Everyone who's done this has been there.
I have never tried to serve a drive-thru under safety car.
Well, you've not done it right. Everyone tries it at least once.
There goes my controller. It's a good shout.
Fantasies to theories, you can probably scrape a top 4, it's not a bad. Well, let's see. Let's flick for everyone and see the warning situation. Oh, Adam got 2 warnings on one lap. That is not ideal. iBomb has got potentially 2 track limits warnings. That's could be 1. Socks has a penalty, but didn't get. He's on 4 warnings. AlphaMaty is on 2 warnings. Spice is
on 2, correct.
3. Samantha has got 1 warning on lap 1. That could be a collision, and then none throughout the rest. That is impressive around this track because it's so easy to pick them up. Let's check actually, see if there's any incidents on lap 1. Okay, it was exceeding track limits for both iBomb and Samantha, so we both got at least 1. Okay. So everyone is back with train now, and there we go.
And safety car in.
So 15 laps to go.
Taz will probably want to serve his drive-through now.
Yeah. Because you could stay out for a bit and try and gain extra position.
I wonder how slow the safety car restart's going to be as well.
Well, who is it? It was iBomb who did the safety car restart last time, and these top 2 caught the rest napping. Now it's Adam leaving, seeing if he can replicate what
He's gone.
did. He couldn't quite replicate. iBomb was not napping there.
That was quite a big amount of apex that he took there on the first one. With the Wall of Champions, that was...
Let's watch AlphaMaty. He's instantly got past the Aston Martin of Socks. He's going to be on a mission in these first few laps. He's going to have to make this strategy work. Because you would imagine he's going to have to pit again.
Salty with another 3 seconds.
Because if he can get those soft tyres 15 racing laps, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, they'll be screaming by the end, if not puncture, as iBomb makes the move for the lead.
Riding on board with AlphaMaty so we can see that. He's so much faster through his section. He's going to have to send this into the hairpin. Adam's going to know that. Doesn't cover. AlphaMaty doesn't send it. He's going to try and get the traction on the exit.
Samantha gets past Spice.
Spice is going to try and fight back, but we know Samantha's got low wings. We're going to go side by side. Spice has to back out of this. He's on the outside.
Matty with 3 seconds. The
Oh, Spice on the
cuts,
grass.
yeah, cut the
Did
chicane a
Samantha
bit.
leave enough space there?
I'm not sure whether there was contact or not, but I think Spice
It
might
was
have
hard
just
to tell from
taken
the
the
camera
avoiding
angle, but it
action,
looks
as
like.
that is JJ has just sent it completely, and in return has basically sent himself.
Oh, AlphaMaty got a penalty. That screwed him over. And I-Bomb follows it straight away. Adam
And
gets a penalty as well.
Adamski.
So, I-Bomb went
Adam now
off the
with
track and
6
Adam followed
seconds, so
him.
all of the top 4 have penalties. Samantha
Yes,
could
he did.
win.
That depends if... There's still a lot of racing laps to go here. This can go anyway.
This is true, but Samantha and iBomb are both on the freshest mediums outside of Red Dragon.
This is true.
So Samantha will want to clear socks,
yes,
and then chase after those top 3.
I'm curious if Samantha left enough racing room for Spice, or Spice tried to force his nose into a gap that was always going to close. I'm curious to see how that turns out.
They were side by side, so, you know, as Samantha does get past socks there. And there's DRS enabled. Pilsky and JJ side by side in the back. Bit of contact in the back that I just noticed there.
Was that Chelsea? Oh no, I think that's just swapping and changing between these runners at the back.
I saw a little tap into the wall of champions, I believe.
Red Dragon's made his way up into 10th.
From 14th on the safety car restart. I might try it on Padge.
Wasn't quite enough room to go around the outside of Stevie.
People
there.
take very... As there's a VSC,
And
Adam
Adam
spun.
He spun where Chad spun it. He's dropped his front wing. That's one of the front runners out of the picture. So now it's a 2-horse race between these two. Let's hope for everyone's sake no one gets drive-through, because that will cripple people's races at this point.
Mm.
That's a very good penalty as well, that's going on.
As Adam does come in.
So most penalties...
Socks drive-through.
Socks. Socks the only one to do it.
Who else got a drive-through, because I saw multiple people get that. There was Corgi and Socks.
But not only has Socks got a drive-through, he's under attack from a Red Bull. Goes down the inside. Well done.
But can't quite get it.
Couldn't quite get it. His Socks was just committed enough and left just enough space to make it work.
Oh!
Oh!
He spun it. Did he clip the grass?
But I don't think there was contact. I think he hit the grass, yeah.
There's Red Dragon as well, going for it on Steely. Steely squeezing him to the grass.
Hard, fair racing, I'd say, in that case.
I agree. It's Chelsea with another 3 seconds.
Padge
On to 9 seconds of penalties.
Well, Padge thinks better of it. Sticks behind his teammate.
That's the late one.
And it wasn't really a gap. He tried to force the issue there. Red Dragon.
I think that may have been an unintentional send.
AlphaMaty makes the move for the lead as well.
On those soft tyres. With that virtual safety car, that will have helped him get into the end as well.
Not a chance he's getting to the end regardless. Not a hope in hell.
Oh, definitely not, but as Spice with a twitch out of the Wall of Champions, Red Dragon gets him. Fending the inside from Seeley as well.
Podium here. Oh, Jay Clates with a big slide.
I think iBomb has quite run away with this. Chelsea 5 seconds for speeding.
Just got caught out on the braking zone.
Chelsea retires. Yeah, that's
okay,
understandable. The Dragon going for another one down this straight.
He's putting on an overtaking showcase at the moment. Some moves
really
better than
is.
others, I'll be honest. But he's making them work.
Hmm.
So now...
You'll want
This
to
is
be
interesting
rather
now.
careful though.
So is AlphaMaty going to stretch this to the end? I'm going to say no. If he
I
does,
also
I'll be
think
very
not.
impressed. So iBomb should have this win.
Unless he gets another 3 seconds.
Unless he gets another 3 seconds. So then it could be between Red Dragon and Samantha for the podium.
I think they're
This will be
guaranteed a
very
podium
interesting last 10
regardless.
laps.
They're guaranteed a podium regardless. I think it's a battle for P2 at this stage.
See, I say it's madness for him to try and stay out AlphaMaty, but we've seen crazy things on
I
this
did
game
just
and
cut
in
to
this
Red
league
Dragon.
and in
That
this
was
team.
one of the most insane cuts I've ever seen in my life.
Wait, where? Who?
Red Dragon into turn 4. As Adam Ski sets the
We shall
fastest
presume
lap.
he got a penalty for that one, or a warning, I should say.
I think a warning, yeah. I want to keep it chill now because all the cars behind, they're all at Jake Clates is at DRS. However, with the low
AlphaMaty's tyres are done.
wings,
You can't get the car turned anymore. I-Bomb's going to get him. So what
there's no point
does
fighting
AlphaMaty
this
do?
one.
He
Stays out again.
So
He's
gonna
probably
do
hoping to
9
stay
and then
within
8
I-Bomb's
laps.
DRS.
That,
If he stays within I-Bomb's DRS and keeps his tyres out of puncture range, he could technically take it to the end. As Salty gets stopped 3 seconds.
I don't know. Look, he's lost so much pace already.
Hmm.
And the second he
He might
drops
have
out
just
of
got
DRS,
one
he
more.
is a sitting duck.
Agreed.
So it would be better for him to pit and then just be faster than a fast thing for the last 8 laps.
Where would he come out though? Because he might come into lots
That's
and
a
lots of traffic.
Well, the pit window
Kept a
on this track is
leader.
very small. But he comes out
Yeah, it's
outside
like-
the top 10.
He would come out in free air.
He'd
He would
be
come out
between
about
JJ and
3
Stock
seconds
Car.
behind JJ.
Yeah. So it's clear air. And he will be easily the fastest thing out there.
Softs to the end from here would work.
Easy. He stayed within DRS for one more lap.
The thing is, you probably want to come in this lap because then you can actually get some free air.
He
No, he
doesn't.
stays out again.
So he's
To be
gonna
fair,
try
he
and stick
wouldn't
with
know
this.
that. He will not know where he will come out.
Yeah, he's probably just looking at all the dots on the map and saying there's a lot of dots there, and if I pit, I'm going to come out behind all of them. He's probably saying it's just better to stay out.
Then you can't really...
If he can get
Guess.
this, if he can stay within DRS for till like lap 31, he's going to stay
He'll
out.
want, if he wants to beat Adam, then he'll need to come in soon. As Sox is serving his drive-through?
No, he's pitted. He's pitted for softs.
On
So
to
he's going to
softs.
gamble.
Interesting.
Two Ferraris having a quite close to the back of Spice, who's just outside DRS. He might get
No,
it.
he's just got in.
I think he just got within the DRS detection point there. We'll find out as JJ has a big wiggle
He doesn't have it.
curb. No, but JJ had a... Not JJ. Jay Clates had a terrible exit on the hairpin. He was having a bit of a loose moment anyway, and when he got onto the curb, that exacerbated it. Oh, as I say that, he's out! And that's going to be a safety
Car.
Yes, it is.
Softs to the end.
So
Softs to the end. This is going to be an all-out brawl.
Okay, so what's happened there is Jay Clates was fighting the rear coming out the hairpin. He sent it over the chicane and just dropped it on the exit curb. Yeah, AlphaMaty staying out. Not really known this would happen, but this has worked out quite well. for him.
AlphaMaty. To be fair, he does. The top two also have their 3-second penalties.
They have penalties. So,
Everyone will be pitting softs to the
here's
end.
the thing. Everyone's going to pit for softs. Everyone's going to pit. And then it's a case of don't get overtaken, and then you're going to
don't
get a
get
better
track
result.
limits.
Especially for these two, Samantha and Red Dragon. They are fighting for the win at this moment. The thing is, with the mediums she's on at the moment, she'll plummet like a stone, and they could pull the 3 seconds.
And will they all come in?
Samantha pits. I imagine everyone's going to dive in, apart
The
from
dragon comes in as well. Spice in, Steely in. Padge stays out.
He kind of
which, to be fair, makes sense because he would have been double stacking, but he's going to be in the lead.
Pilsk also stays out because he was going to double stack. And they should.
So Padge in the lead.
That's not ideal for Padge.
I-bomb just about gets Pilski.
And Pilsk is not really helping his teammate, let's be honest here.
The thing is, Pilsk could have probably come in. He probably could have come in because the gap between himself and AlphaMaty was that big.
Yes, but it's the
McLaren crew could have been big enough to serve the stop.
Maybe.
And sometimes the game is like, oh, you have been screwed over, therefore we'll give you a 1.8 second pit stop for no reason.
Oh yeah, that does happen.
So
let's have a look at penalties. So the two key runners with penalties at the moment are I-bomb and AlphaMaty. Because those two were fighting for 1-2 on the moment. I would be surprised if they stay there. Oh, actually, I don't know now. Because I-bomb and Pilsk have a cork in the bottle in this point.
They could come in this lap again, but also, considering the fact that neither of them have penalties as well, they would gain.
I predict one more big moment in this race. Yeah, someone is going to stack on the last places. Lap.
I think somebody could get someone in the top flight could get penalties.
Let's have a quick look.
No, they stayed out.
I thought Padge nearly stacked it then.
He would have done a George Russell.
Yeah. So Padge has 2 warnings. I-bomb. Has he picked up any more warnings since he got his penalty? Invalidated lap time. What the hell? Be interesting. Okay.
Red Dragon, I think, has 2.
Pilsk has 2 warnings. Let's have a look at Samantha, because Samantha has 2 warnings. Okay, so Samantha needs to be careful. We can presume Red Dragon's the same.
Yeah, because he got one earlier, and then
he had a
I rode on board. Yeah. I rode on board with him, and he just obliterated turn 3.
So the top 5. Okay. So I don't think anyone... Party in the voice chat. Party in voice chat if Padge wins. Unbelievable. We will be there. We will be there if that happens.
12 lap difference tyres and I-bombs on
massive arc.
Softs.
And I don't.
If he can keep within a second, within 2 laps, which I genuinely don't believe is possible. Yeah, as safety cars come in this lap. Pilski and
This is
Padge.
Unfortunate, but I could imagine that Pilski and Padge are going to get bullied. They're going to be people behind them are going to be so impatient and think they don't want to lose touch to the car in front. They could get bullied. We hope not, because this is the gamble for them, and if it works, they look like heroes.
Padge is gone.
Yeah, he didn't get held, which is good. Oh, Padge. Big slide. He kept out the wall. That's unfortunate.
This will put I-bomb. And he's overtaken him before the line.
He should be fine.
I thought it was before the line, you need to give it back.
Samantha?
As he has given it back, look. But not past I-bomb. As Padge, the 3 seconds.
Thought it could happen.
Samantha and Red Dragon side by side. Red Dragon sends it on the inside.
They're still wheel to wheel side
Red Dragon
by side.
with
Red
the exit.
Dragon. Oh my god.
That was very close.
Those two were nearly backwards. Oh, Padge.
Padge has lost it.
Padge has been collected.
I-bombs had to take to the runoff.
That puts AlphaMaty into P1. Red Dragon's in P2. Samantha's up into P3. I-bomb's plummeted. I-bomb's had a mare. What's happened to I-bomb? Was it?
He had to take to the runoff. He was giving the place back to Padge on the exit of 2. I didn't quite see what then went on because we were too focused on the battle between Red Dragon and Samantha. But something happened. Padge went off to the left. Could they have been 3 wide, possibly?
There was 3 wild moments early in the lap, but I think, let's hope not, but I think Ibon might have touched the back of Padge. Just got caught out in the braking with the fresh medium, or fresh soft, sorry.
Compared to his old mediums.
Yeah, he might have got caught out and just touched the back of the Ferrari.
Which would make sense, because that can happen quite easily here. But this has completely changed the complexion of this race.
AlphaMaty's cooked off into the distance. He's just about holding Red Dragon out of DRS. Having said that, he's just got back
As you say that, yeah.
Yeah, as I say that, yes, he's just got back into it.
His Corgi gets another 3 seconds as well, and P14. I don't think that'll affect him though, because cars in front with less and Padge behind 23 seconds, basically. But Red Dragon is now flashing.
Yes, he's proper gone for it. And
that is
Samantha
rather a concern.
Also flashing, but significantly quicker in Sector 3. Closed 4/10 in Sector 3 alone. And with 2 laps to go, AlphaMaty could gap these. If these two fight too much, it could be his win. He's off into the distance. He's gone. He's checked out.
I think this might be very similar to what happened on Thursday between me and Josh, where it will just come down to the last corner.
Yeah.
But they're also on the same age tyres as somebody that is Corgi, who has dropped it in turn 3 and 4.
Crucially, Samantha has got DRS. Managed to stay within it. We're going to keep hyping this because this could be battle for the win. But AlphaMaty is flying. Now, we saw Samantha was able to close like 6/10 or half second on the previous lap without DRS. With DRS, what kind of gap will Samantha get down? And she is a rocket ship. Might get this done before the chicane. Jesus! And into the
Bear in mind,
final
high
lap,
wings and very low ERS.
and I think AlphaMaty will prefer that. Because Samantha hasn't got DRS.
And Red Dragon's being sent by High on Spice. Steely's been an opportunist.
That's Samantha's P2 secured.
Yeah.
Red Dragon's been minced. And now AlphaMaty's got the 3 seconds.
Somebody's gone off in the background. I think it might have been a Red Bull. Adam.
Yes, Adam's
Red Dragon won't be happy with that.
Padge is cooking. Go on, Padge. So, we've seen how Samantha's top speed compares to Red Dragon. With AlphaMaty, we don't know. But I'd be impressed if it can be half a second.
Yeah, unless just an absolute send through the final corner.
Or AlphaMaty could get another penalty. And he's been pushing quite hard. He might have been going balls to the wall to get the gap.
This is very true.
So, final chicane.
Doesn't have any more warnings, though.
He has done it. Is Samantha going to send this? Not quite. It's AlphaMaty's win. He was all over the place with strategy. Samantha so nearly gets
Red Dragon up with the P3. As nifty jumps all the way up to P4. Having been running P8 in the final lap.
Hills gets P9. On those mediums, he gets a couple points by not a lot before Adam. Jesus.
He still would have got it anyway. He was ahead of Socks.
Yeah.
That is impressive. So close yet so far. And that is AlphaMaty's second win of the season?
I believe so. Let me consult the info sheet that Padge sent me. Hang on a minute. Oh, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. That's you. I don't want you right now. No, buttons. Hello. There we go. Yes, that's AlphaMaty's second win this season. And because of that win, he's now jumped Samantha in the championship and might have jumped Ibon as well, I believe. Yes, I think he has.
AlphaMaty has also gone 3 for 3 at Canada.
Oh God, Josh could never. Wait, I think Josh already has. So yeah, I don't need to get the screenshots. Don't need to worry about that. AlphaMaty gets a deserved win. He had to work for that. He was P1 for a lot less of that race than we would have thought, but he's got it by 3/10 ahead of Samantha. Good drive from P14 to P2. There's a thing with a question mark with a potential incident with Spice, but we'll see what the stewards say. Red Dragon
And also,
P3, very up
Red
and
Dragon
down.
was P14 on the safety car restart. So had
Yes, he made
climbed
a
all the
lot
way
of
up to
moves.
P2.
Yeah.
That's a fighting comeback drive.
Nifty keeps it clean. Didn't get involved in any incidents, gets P4, good result. Spice just does what
Spice
he does.
P3 on track from P18.
He just does what he does. That we yeah. Steely
Mm-hmm.
P6, Ibon down to P7 in the end. He got mugged in the last few laps. JJ P8, Pilsk on those
On his
terrible
return.
mediums gets P9. Adam final point. And these are the unlucky few who didn't get points. That
But
was an
it could
interesting
all
race.
change with post-race penalties. We don't know.
Yes, very true. See, that's why the tracks with two stops, or potential two stops and different tyres, all that kind of thing, that's why they are fun to watch, because that was all over the place.
Mm. This is why tracks like Baku are so much fun, because they just cause
God, that
chaos.
makes me very upset. Why would you say that?
What's he said?
AlphaMaty, more like
Oh,
Alpha
Jesus
Maple Syrup.
Lord.
I want to hurt him.
Yeah. Ew.
That
No.
was not... No,
Stop with the dad
that's
jokes.
ruined my mood, everybody. That's just... No.
Stop with the dad jokes.
It's... Oh, dear. Oh, on that note, we shall leave it there. Next week is Bahrain, which is odd because we're halfway, we're over half. This is a halfway point. We've gone past it. We're going to the end now. You call them dad jokes. I call them timeless. I call them rubbish, but actually, I can't call them what
I
I'd call them
agree.
on stream or off stream. You know what I mean? I'd get told off for swearing, but you know.
Mm.
Um, yeah.